ATP, what it do? It's your boy Rain. It's that ATP Combat Media Show. Shout out to all my subscribers. If this is your first time tapping into the content, go ahead and hit your subscribe button, hit your bell icon so you're getting all the alerts when this content is dropping. As you can see, we at the job, but I want to tap into the information, to the news as it's coming out, right? So Turki Al-Sheikh responds to David Benavidez, tells him, listen, I'm not interested in that Canelo fight. Not for that price. Not going to entertain Canelo's nonsense. Nobody's paying Canelo 150 to 200 million, including myself, or speaking in third person of Turki Al-Sheikh. Well, not in third. Well, right, Turki Al-Sheikh. So says he's not interested in that. And shout out to Turki Al-Sheikh for not entertaining that nonsense that Canelo Alvarez is talking about. We all understand that when Canelo Alvarez asks for 150 to 200 million dollars guaranteed money, that he's pricing himself out to fight. What he's letting the world know is I have no interest in fighting David Benavidez. I'll let you guys run with your imagination as to why he's doing that. Whether he's scared, whether he's just not interested, whatever reason it is. At the end of the day, the common ground is we understand Canelo does not want to fight David Benavidez. He has no interest in fighting David Benavidez. He's holding 4 belts in the super middleweight division hostage at this point, fighting against a Jaime Munguia. Shout out to Jaime Munguia. Good luck on that fight. Hopefully he wins that fight. You know what I mean? And who knows? If Jaime Munguia wins that fight, maybe possibilities come out that David Benavidez could get a shot at fighting at Jaime Munguia to get those undisputed titles. But at the end of the day, you guys should understand that the reason that David Benavidez is making a move up to a light heavyweight division is for one particular reason, right? It's because he's fighting for a WBC interim title up there. And the winner of that fight, if he wins that WBC interim title, it gives him a mandatory right and claim to fight the winner between BETERBIEV and BIVOL, right? So that's the reason why he's going up there. But we all know that money makes the world go round. Just because, as we can tell with the Canelo Alvarez situation, that just because you're the mandatory doesn't what? Necessarily mean you're going to get the fight. So David Benavidez, regardless, is betting on himself and saying if I go up to this division and I get the mandatory, that he's hoping that the winner between BETERBIEV and BIVOL doesn't operate under the same business model or mantra that Canelo Alvarez carries himself, which is I don't have to fight mandatories, I'll fight whoever I feel like fighting, right? Well, Turki Al-Sheikh goes one step further and says, listen, not only am I not interested in that fight, but this is what I can offer. Shout out to Turki Al-Sheikh, who's just not taking things off the table. He's putting things on the table, right? He says, not only am I not going to do that, but here's what I am willing to do, though. Here's what I am willing to facilitate. You're about to fight for an interim WBC title. You're going to have a mandatory against BETERBIEV and BIVOL. You're going to need somewhere to do it, and you're going to need somebody who's going to finance it and pay you what you owed to get that done. I'll be your huckleberry. I'll facilitate that. The winner of BETERBIEV and BIVOL, I'll make sure I'll put it together and make it worth your time and give you an opportunity to become an undisputed light heavyweight champion. Well, listen, man, that sweetens the pot. Because although David Benavidez was in position to become a mandatory, he still had to be thinking, I got to shop around and find out who's going to facilitate this. I mean, guys, let's be real. Look how long it took for BETERBIEV and BIVOL to even get scheduled to get put together. It really took somebody like Turki Al-Sheikh, who's going to pay them both what they're worth, their weight in gold, to make that fight happen. So Turki putting himself on in the pot to let it be known, listen, I'm here for that, and I'm interested in that happening. We know Turki has his personal relationship with BETERBIEV and BIVOL. Although they're fighting under one, I think is Queensberry, the other one is a Matchroom or Top Rank, right? I think BETERBIEV is with Top Rank, and I think BIVOL may be with Queensberry with Matchroom. I don't know which one he's with, to be honest with you. But ultimately, he has a relationship with both their promoters to where they're facilitating a lot of fights in Saudi Arabia. That's why BIVOL's last fight was in Saudi Arabia, and we already know that BETERBIEV fought, I think he fights Top Rank. Don't hold it to me. I think he fights Top Rank, but it was over there with Top Rank. But being that he's already organized an undisputed title shot over there in Saudi Arabia, he has access, and it's easy for him to facilitate a fight with David Benavidez. Now, here's the X factor in the game, right? The X factor is that David Benavidez is with PBC, and unfortunately, from what I can tell, PBC hasn't shown interest in doing business with Saudi Arabia. So that could be somewhat of a hump to get over for them. But here's the twist. David Benavidez's contract is actually coming to an end, I believe, with this fight. I believe this fight that he's about to have right now for that interim WBC title is going to be his last fight on his contract with the PBC. So David Benavidez has a lot of options in front of him. He doesn't necessarily have to go back to the PBC, and if he does, he can arrange in the contract, in the new contract that's being made, for there to be an opening for him to be able to negotiate with a Turki Al-Sheikh. So Turki's not stupid, guys. He understands what he's dealing with. He understands the game that he's playing. He's playing for keeps. He's trying to make Riyadh the center of the biggest sport events, of the biggest sporting events in the world, and he's not a stupid guy. You know what I mean? This guy went to, I believe, Stanford Business School, or one of those high-level Ivy League business schools, so he understands how to carry it. So this sweetens the pot. It opens up the picture. It makes more sense, in my opinion. It's definitely going to be cheaper on Turki Al-Sheikh's pockets, right, rather than paying Canelo Alvarez this obscene amount of money. What do you guys think? David Benavidez fighting the winner of BETERBIEV and BIVOL for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. I mean, he's going to be a young champion if he gets his belt. BETERBIEV and BIVOL. BETERBIEV is on his way out the door. This man, we don't know what day he's going to wake up and realize that he's an old man. And BIVOL has already showed interest in going up to cruiserweight to fight against a Jai Opetaia, or fight whoever is up there, basically saying that light heavyweight is pretty much at the end of the road for him. So if Turki Al-Sheikh's able to give whoever wins that fight vested interest, which he is capable of doing, to fight against David Benavidez, I mean, that's assuming that David Benavidez will win his fight that he has coming up. That's a huge fight. Big fight in Saudi Arabia, and a big bag for David Benavidez. A huge bag for David Benavidez. Guys, let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. David Benavidez against the winner between BETERBIEV and BIVOL for undisputed light heavyweight. Is that sweeter at this point, or are we still just hungry for that Canelo Alvarez fight? Are we able to let that Canelo Alvarez fight go and understand that Canelo just not going to fight David Benavidez? This is a smart move that David Benavidez is making, and it's a big offer that Turki Al-Sheikh is making David Benavidez to facilitate that fight for him. Gives him a lot of vested interest going into this fight he got coming against Gultik. Really motivate him, really put him in the mindset he needs to be in to really just put on his best performance against Gultik, right? But let me know what you think. It's your boy Rain. It's that ATP Combat Media. Remember, guys, subscribe, hit your bell icons, like, comment. Let me know what you think. And at this point, we out. Rain.